Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Voices and Flow. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure to be here whenever you have the time to come tune in. But anyway, you know why is it that I'm looking a little, all excited and stuff. The Slam semi-finals is just around the corner, the 2nd of April, man. And if you don't have your ticket by now, then you end up with nothing, as the people say. You're really up with nothing. So you need to pick up your tickets at the Upscale Restaurant, $500, just $500, man. You don't want to miss this at all. I mean, it's the return of Rochelle Christie. It's going to be a hot lineup. Jeez, this Slam is going to be crazy. But anyway, just to show you what's been going on so far, we're going to mix it up with some of what's been happening with the Slam competition and some old pieces that we had that we thought that you should hear. So thank you, and relax and enjoy. Voices and Flow, man. It's right on.
It is the oldest misconception of the world that a man's worth can be measured by his weight in gold. It was an attempt by the weak to create a system in which anything could be bought and sold so we could plunder to an extent previously untold and forget that we only have one world. So check this. The earth and everything on it is made up of matter. In the realm of the Creator, matter doesn't matter. So the earth and everything on it in essence means nothing, except for the essence of things, which means everything. Now the thing that was worth everything ascribed worth to that which was worth nothing, thereby creating a system in which anything could be worth something, meaning that everything could be worth nothing and nothing could be worth everything. Now the less that exists of a thing in a system where anything could be worth something makes that something's worth achieve growth, which brings its worth closer to that of everything and lowers the worth of everything closer to that of nothing, thereby tricking the owners of everything into believing that they have nothing and selling their everything for nothing, which always leaves them wanting. Now ain't that something? Capitalism 101. When the reality of our situation finally hits us, it will shatter our jaws, and for once, we will be justified in saying nothing. The homeless will set up street corner classes to teach survival tactics to middle and upper class Caribbean people. The new survivor man will be a vagrant. Bank vaults will be used to store food, and fat women will be the most attractive women on earth. And will no longer be called fat, but successful. Politicians will be eaten on sight. Warriors will wear their tongues around their necks like medallions. Rich men will first try to buy food with their money. When that fails, they will try to eat their money. When that fails, they will burn it to keep warm. When that fails, they will go mad. Rich men will go mad. Farmers will set up fortresses around their lands, and they will be called kings. Technology will be irrelevant, and computers will be mined for metals. Places like the Hyatt, Marriott, Movie Town will be rendered useless due to power cuts as popcorn, pop film, and high ceilings become luxuries we can ill afford. My God, we will be sorry we cut down the mangrove. The zoo and the grocery store will be one and the same. A man will beg you to trade him a plate of pilau for his Range Rover Sport. That man will be asked, do you have anything else? That man will be asked, are you insane? That man will be told, you cannot eat a car. That man will try to eat his car. At the edge of the world, there is much to discuss. The children here talk of a brighter future, but with the ozone layer completely depleted, these words have taken on a brand new meaning. The perverse world we're used to reverses in the future. No more Ku Klux Klan and lynching. With all that skin cancer and burning, white folks begin to wish for melanin. They pray. Christ, if you can hear me, please make me black as coal and safe from the sun. Black is beautiful and functional. Racism is reduced to a joke we tell over the bonfires fed by the bodies of those too stubborn to integrate. The last great flood, in a bit of natural irony, wipes out every single Caribbean island other than Haiti, and so the place we refuse to see houses us all as Haitian refugees. Rap artists are hunted for their bling, which is then melted down and used to make arrowheads to hunt rap artists for their bling. And I pray that we are not around to read these poems, as poets will be shot on sight for the looks on their faces which will say only one thing: I told you so.
Only recently, I was having what seemed to be a childish moment. I imagined myself to be a mic and some speakers. Now, as weird as it sounds, this is what I should have wanted from conception. See, the mic would be my heart. The speakers, my action, and God, the artiste. So every time God speaks into the mic, it would be amplified through my actions. At times when I start to stray from him, I hear him whisper, mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. 3 times 11, the number of years he walked this earth with speakers on full blast. Understandable in every dialect, he played the songs of his father from birth to death, sacrificing himself without regret. While bit by bit, I stand and watch as the devil gets grip. Strangling me by my collar, my mouth opens up to holler, but shh. It's like putting Jim Jones on Flintstones. Extinction. Where the only proof that men lived in the age of stones are bones. So my life becomes a shallow grave. Dead is the fight against being sin's slave. Buried are my desires to fulfill God's purpose in my life. I'm so flawed. But he's so flawless. I said, I'm so flawed, but he's so flawless. In other words, I'm serving the one that made me from dust and placed treasures in my chest. I was made by him to look and be like him, so if he can die and resurrect, then I can do it, no sweat. To be alive in him is to be dead to sin, so my resurrection is actually my sacrifice. One word taking, if the reward is eternal life, my sacrifice.
Can anybody see me? I am easy to look at, but equally easy to look past. They say I'm short, so you mightn't see me if you look fast. But I crave your attention, jumping and waving and by God praying for your eyes and me to make that connection. To see, discover, experience me. See where I've come from and where I am at. See my face, but see past that. See my heart and see the fact that all I want to be seen as is what no one seems to have time to see. To see the real, pure, the only me. See my truth beyond every lie. Can anybody see me? Will anyone dare to try? Can anybody smell me? I hope not. Unless my scent gives you a straight shot, which makes you instantly recognize that this scent is unique. Not exclusive like a fancy cologne, but individual, so that my scent tells you that it is me alone. Born alone, possess my own thoughts, opinions, and beliefs. So while you may love me but don't love everything I do, you can sigh with relief that while I love you too, you are you and I am perfectly me. Don't buy it, dare to smell me. Can anybody taste me? You can kiss me, but that doesn't guarantee that the essence which makes me true will be revealed to you. Taste this which my mother calls Nicosi. Scientists' best word is individual, and God could only describe as his own. Taste this which nature has shaped and which nature has made and nurture shaped. That indefinable, delectably palatable mixture of everything, and at the same time nothing which wasn't intended to add to the recipe of me. So, dear for a heavenly cuisine, come, taste me. Can anybody hear me? The answer, which is obvious, of course. I have a voice with something to say. And whether you're here or around somewhere or come across these words at some later day, you will hear me, I suppose. But will you hear what I say and interpret it the way that I meant it? Hear me cry for the things I want. Hear my sincerity, my guilt, my fault. When I need help, to my face will you spit? When I'm serious, will you laugh at it? If I'm trying to be funny, will there be an awkward pause? You see, there's only so much that I can do, but it's really up to you, your ears and mine, to really decide if you can dare to hear me. Finally, can anybody feel me? I can pour my heart out in every world stage, lobby any government to raise minimum wage. I can do a galaxy of good for the greater good of the human race. But all my efforts will be a waste if you can't feel me. You can see and smell and taste and hear, get to know everything about me and genuinely start to care. But you'll know everything about me and never truly know me if you can't connect to feel me. So the dare of dares that I will share is learn to use your senses. And I dare you, whoever you are, to see, smell, taste, hear, and feel me. Thanks.
So we're just gonna take a real quick break. So please don't move. Don't. If you're gonna move, go to your phone and call somebody and tell them, hey, Voices and Flow on right about now. So we'll be right back after these short messages.